Stardew Valley is a revolutionary title, not only in the indie game community, but gaming as a whole. The lasting impact left by its diverse playstyles attracted many similarly diverse players who revere the game as one of the greats. The assumably simple game is actually quite deceptive in its appearance, as the many hours I've personally invested in this title can attest to. From many unique characters and relaxing atmosphere, to its carefully constructed strategy and gameplay loop, it appeals to a broad group of players, all hoping to find the way they play represented in this cute little farming game. From farming to fishing and mining to money, there's quite a few things possible in Stardew Valley. There are a few topics that are important to know that will help a new player learn the basics of the game, but of course, first things first, create a character. Once entering the character building screen, the player is presented with a menu similar to one you'd see in a fantasy RPG. With choices from hairstyle, skin color, and clothing options, the starting character can be quite unique. At the top right hand corner is a few text boxes that direct the player to input the character's name, farm name, and favorite thing. Under that is where the player chooses their preferred animal. In this choice, the player has the option of many different cat and dog breeds. Under the animal selector, there's a color wheel for changing the pigments on clothing and the character's eyes. After finishing up building the perfect character, the player is put into a cutscene showing the backstory how the farm came into their possession. To make his short story even shorter, Grandpa is lying on his deathbed and gives his beloved grandchild a letter that he says not to open until they feel, quote, crushed by the burden of modern life. As time skips forward, the player character is shown to be working in a cubicle of the monotone office of Georgia Corporation. As the character realizes this is the moment their grandpa was talking about, they open the drawer to find the letter given to them many years ago. In the letter, it describes the feeling of needing change, and includes the deed to his farm. After reading this, the player is then shown to be on a bus far away from the big city, heading towards the town of Stardew Valley. When arriving in the valley, a woman approaches and introduces herself as Robin. She is the first character that the player meets in the game. She directs the character towards the farm and shows the dire state that not only the farm, but the farmhouse is in as well. The second resident of the valley you meet is Mayor Lewis. He comes out of the cabin and a conversation between Lewis and Robin begins. A few hints to later gameplay mechanics are hinted at, but mostly directed towards Robin's house renovation business. Finally, as both Mayor Lewis and Robin begin to leave, Lewis points out a box to the right of the house. This acts as a selling point to sell any items that the player desires. As the screen turns black and the save chime is heard, the player can finally begin the game.